Hey everybody, welcome. It's Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. And I'm back with the update for week 28 on my journey to One-derland using Carnivore and alternate day fasting. Today is December 3rd, 2019, and let's take a look at how things went here on Big Anklevich on health. Okay, so we got another week, and how did it go? This was kind of a big week because Thanksgiving was this week. Did I just make things worse after how things have gone for the last few weeks, or did I pull things together? Let's take a look and see by checking out my daily reports. Okay, it is Tuesday night, and since we decided that I was going to dance with the one that brung me, I'm doing the alternate day fasting again this week. I think that'll work out good considering Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, which would be an eating day for me. So today was the eating day, and I got up this morning, took some grass-fed ground beef, and I mixed that together also with some sausage and fried that all up, and I threw it all on a plate, and I sat down and I ate as much of it as I could, which was not all of it. You see the whole bunch here on the plate, but that's not everything that I ate. That's more than what I ate. I ate as much as I could, put the rest in the fridge, save for, I don't know, maybe I'll have it Thursday morning before Thanksgiving dinner or something. Then, right before I left for work, I had a little bit of the leftover ribs that I'd made on Sunday, I think it was. And those were good. That was my food for the day. I ate a lot and was very full. And now I'm fasting until Thanksgiving Day. We'll see how that goes. Okay, it is Wednesday, and I'm hungry, Mummy. I'm like Rolly from the 101 Dalmatians right now. It's been a long time. Has it really been that long? It's been a couple of weeks probably since I fasted alternate day fasting. So I guess I'm just not totally used to it. My tummy is a rumbling right now. But it should be. I haven't eaten for like more than 24 hours, so there's that. And I've made myself used to eating once a day, so my body was like, wait, what happened? Where's that food? In fact, I was eating a lot once every day, so my body was saying, wait, where's the feast? So yeah, now I'm not getting that anymore, and I'm a little hungry right now. I have to admit, I got to get used to it again. And not only that, but my hands are cold again. It's been warm this week, but not anymore. It's now a gray, windy, cloudy day, and it's a little chilly right now. But inside, where they got the dang climate control going on, it's freezing. So cold. For the last little while, when I've been eating once a day, I've been okay. I go in there and I'm warm. Not today, man. I walked in the door and I swear within 5 minutes I started feeling cold. And yeah, now I'm sitting on my hands trying to keep them warm as much as possible. We'll have to see. Going back to this alternate day fasting just to get back on track because I've been so bad for the last little while. But can I handle it? Maybe I just need to put off weight loss until winter is over and just be like, nah, I'll just maintain for a while. I don't know. It's just cold. But is it even a winter thing, or is it just gonna always be cold? Maybe I just miss being able to come out to my car and put my cold hands onto the steering wheel to warm up because the steering wheel's been baking in the hot sun all day long. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what I need. Anyway, I guess we'll see how it goes. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I'll be able to pig out as much as I want because it's an eating day. I won't be pigging out on any of the crap that most people do, though. I have a lot of turkey, I'm sure, and I think I'm going to get up and have some bacon and eggs first thing in the morning. But beyond that, I don't know. I don't know what else. What else is there in the Thanksgiving dinner that you can actually eat? Potatoes, stuffing. It's pretty much just turkey. Try to convince my wife to go with a turducken this year, just because that's 3 different birds in one. It's got to be good, right? But she was not having it. She was not interested. Maybe I'll swing by the grocery store in the morning and get myself some turducken just to try it. They probably have some that's like cooked that you can just get. Maybe for like a single person who just wants a 1-person portion. Hey y'all, it is Thursday, and that means that today is Thanksgiving. And as I was saying, I didn't think it was going to be a problem for me, and it turned out to not be a problem for me. So that's cool. We went over to some friend's house, and I do have to admit there was a little bit of struggle because there was a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be eating, especially if I'm trying to lose weight. Also, especially if I'm on a carnivore diet, which, it's relatively limiting, even though the other stuff, in my opinion, isn't actually food. But that's okay. I did manage to turn it all down. I'll talk about what sorely tempted me later. But first of all, I woke up this morning and I finished off my fast by having a big old freaking meal. My breakfast was a whole pound of bacon, 6 eggs, and sausage mixed in with the eggs. I was barely able to finish it all, to tell you the truth. But it was good, and it made me so happy. I just sat there eating that bacon and just thinking, man, life is good. Funny thing is, we went to the friend's house later for Thanksgiving, and they had their brother-in-law there. And he comes in, he's got a shirt on that said, "Body by Bacon." And I thought, oh man, I need to get me one of those shirts. I'm sure that there's a place I can find one online. Probably 100 different versions of the shirt, so I'm gonna have to see if I can pick myself up one, because that's what I got. I got a Body by Bacon, and you know what? It's so much better than my body used to be. So you gotta look into having a Body by Bacon too if you haven't already. Anyway, we went to Thanksgiving. We were at a friend's house, and it was nice. It was relaxing. We hung out. We had a good time. And there was turkey. There's actually 2 different kinds of turkey. So if you see here, this is the picture that I took of it. It's terrible. I didn't want to be that weirdo that takes pictures of his food, but I am that weirdo that takes pictures of his food. So I turned the volume off on my phone, and I pulled it out real quick, took a picture, and put it back away. So you can see it's kind of blurry. It kind of sucks. I had 2 plates like this. One of them is kind of a peppered turkey on the one side, and the rest was just like the standard turkey. Turkey was nice and moist. It was really good. I had 2 plates worth, and I was good and full. After the meal, they brought out the pies, and there was a lot of pies, considering that there was not really that many people there. We had way more pies than was necessary. They did have some cheesecake, which, as you know, is one of my failings, one of my greatest nemeses. But I didn't go for it because I knew this one it wasn't like my cheesecake fluff that has artificial sweetener in it. Instead, this was the real sweetener. This was sugar in there that was going to blast me. So I didn't even consider that. But there was this Texas sheet cake. If you've ever had that, it's pretty good. And I was tempted to take a bite of that. But I didn't. I resisted the temptation, and I managed to make it through the whole of Thanksgiving without eating anything but what I should, which is animal products, food for humans. That's what I had, and I'm feeling good. And I think that I'm doing well this week, and I'm finally noticing that the scale is starting to come down. So let's hope that keeps up. Let's hope I don't blow it as we go into the weekend or anything like that. Okay, it is Friday, and today was a fasting day, so I haven't eaten anything. It was a little harder than usual because I usually don't fast when I'm at home, but today, day after Thanksgiving, I actually got the day off, which doesn't happen very often. But with the day off, I was home and I had to not eat. I managed. Wasn't great. I was tempted to eat a few times, but I managed. So tomorrow morning I'll be able to get up and have myself some more food. Probably some more bacon, maybe some eggs. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Okay, it is Saturday, and today was a pretty good day. I got up this morning and I had bacon and eggs. I know, this is just a picture of bacon, but I also had eggs. Funny thing is, I took this picture here of the bacon because I was thinking if I don't take the picture now, I'm going to eat all the bacon before the eggs finish cooking, because the bacon came out first and I, of course, dug right in. And so, yeah, I took the picture of the bacon. And then when the eggs finished cooking, I totally forgot to take a picture of them. So you don't get to see them. Sorry. Not that they were something beautiful or anything. Just, proof. I don't have it. Yeah, and then I was good. I was good for pretty much the entire day. I probably wouldn't have eaten again. But we were out and about. We went and saw Frozen 2. And then on the way back, my wife wanted to go out to dinner. We went to a restaurant nearby, and I had a pork chop, which you see here. And that was pretty good. It was actually a really tasty pork chop. I didn't eat it, but it didn't hurt me to eat it, I don't think. Maybe it did, who knows? I don't know. Maybe I just gained some weight by eating too much food. Oh, and I did not eat any of the vegetables that you see in the picture. Not even the little green onions that are on top. Those all got scraped off. Just the pork chop. Funny thing was, then I felt like eating more. And so when we got home, we also went grocery shopping. When I got home, I was unloading the groceries. And I had bought hot dogs for the kids. And they're beef hot dogs and uncured hot dogs. Relatively high quality. Much more expensive than the really cheap, crappy ones that are made from lips and a-holes. And so I warmed up one of those and ate that. And I also had some pepperoni that we'd gotten. I just pulled out a few slices, popped them in my mouth, ate them, and had a couple slices of lunch meat ham too. I don't know, all that stuff is processed meat, isn't it? Maybe I should avoid that stuff, because that's supposed to be the not so good for you stuff. But anyways, I ate all that, and that was relatively late. So I ate pretty early, like 10 o'clock in the morning. Then I didn't eat again until about probably almost 9 o'clock at night, 8:30 probably. So it's a big gap in between, but that'll leave a small gap between now and breakfast. Anyways, that's what I did today on Saturday. Not my worst Saturday for sure. Hey everybody, it is Sunday, and unfortunately I have to go to work this evening, so I'm at work, but I guess that means that I don't have to worry about trying to eat later because I'm not at home to be tempted. Wouldn't have eaten anyways, but whatever. This morning I got up and I had my ribs, my leftover ribs from my meal. I always say this morning I got up, but it was it was about noon when I actually ate. I had ribs. And there were these little steak strips that were left over. I don't think there's any left in this picture, if I remember right. But there were these little steak strips that my wife had made for the kids. And they were just sitting there in the fridge about to go bad because nobody was eating them. So I threw those in there too, and I ate those, my ribs. And then I didn't eat anything for a while. Eventually later I had to go to Costco and grab a couple of things. And while I was there, I figured, you know what? I'm just going to give me a hot dog and a nice sparkling soda water. They give you a soda with a hot dog. So I just get soda water because I like that stuff. So yeah, I had a hot dog. When I got home, before I finished off the day's eating, I saw that there was like a half pack of bacon just sitting there. Hadn't been cooked yet. So I threw that in the oven and I cooked that up and ate the bacon. And that was my eating for the day. Now I'm at work. I'll drink some water at work. But yeah, I'm not eating today anymore, not eating tomorrow. And then comes Tuesday and we find out, did I actually finally lose some weight this week? Or am I still stuck? We shall see. But at the very least, I think I went the entire week without any cheese. So I deserve some kind of a medal for that, right? Okay, it is Monday, the last day of the week. Although it's not really the last day of the week because it's the first day of the week, but it's the last day of my week before I weigh in. And today was a fasting day, so I didn't really eat anything. It was a little cold, as you might expect, as I've complained many times. My hands and feet were cold, but I was just fine. I got by, and I was able to just buck up and bear it because I feel like things are going really well. I think I'm going to do well on my weigh-in tomorrow, so I'm excited. All right, so a very hopeful and positive Big Anklevich there talking. How about that? Let's go take a look and see how the weigh-in came out. Now, I always tell you before we go to the weigh-in what my goal was, which is this time around it's 224. That is an extreme long shot, though, because I weighed 228.3 last week. But let's see how it went and see how close I came. Holy crap, right? Oh my gosh, I made it to the goal. Not only did I make it to the goal, I beat it by a whole pound. That is quite a large weight loss. Can you believe it? I've lost 5.4 pounds this week. That is the most that I've lost since the second week of this whole affair, which that's pretty impressive. Now, it shouldn't be that humongously surprising because I gained 3 pounds in 1 week just a couple of weeks ago. Gaining 3 pounds in a week is also kind of unprecedented. What does that mean when I've gained 3 pounds in a week? Well, I think what it pretty much guaranteed means is that I am retaining a bunch of water because I ate stuff that I shouldn't eat, and that caused my body to suck it in. When you get carbs into you, even when they come just in milk or cream cheese, which I think those have got a fair amount of carbs to them. I'm not really sure. They always tell you only eat hard cheeses when they're talking about going keto or carnivore. But the recipe that I ate was a keto recipe of cream cheese, cheesecake stuff. Anyway, that I think caused me to retain a bunch of water. And until I got to the point where my body was ready to release that water back out, I wasn't going to lose it. So last week I didn't lose it. This week I did. I went the whole week with no cheese. So that was a huge victory. I didn't have any issues on Thanksgiving, which was, I don't know, a bigger victory to go the whole week with no cheese than it was to not eat something bad for me on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I was slightly tempted, but not really. I think that is one of the big positives of the carnivore diet. On the carnivore diet, you're only allowed animal products. And so you look at stuff that aren't animal products and you say, meh, that's not for me. And after a while, I've learned that it's not worth it. There's been a few times that I've had even the tiniest bit of stuff that isn't carnivore, and it has hit me hard. And so now when I look at stuff that is tempting, I guess, like that Texas sheet cake was on Thanksgiving, I just look at it, and as I've said before, I say to myself, what would happen to me if I ate that? If you know that something's going to make you seriously sick and uncomfortable for a week maybe, then it's not too hard to turn it down. So I think that's one of the big positives of the carnivore diet. When I was just doing keto, I was able to eat a fair amount of stuff, and I was able to get away with stuff without it seriously changing things up for me. But now that I have gotten rid of all those kind of underlying noise that I used to have in my health, like indigestion and stuff like that, that stuff's basically gone away now that I'm on carnivore. And when it comes back, it sucks. when I was on keto, it didn't go away. It was still around. I ate something bad. Well, I kind of still had those problems anyway. So it wasn't a big deal. But now it is a big deal. And so I try to avoid it. So it wasn't that big of a feat for me to avoid having something bad at Thanksgiving time. And so the week of Thanksgiving has been my best week almost the entire time. That seems crazy, if you ask me. Now, I've never been a big fan of Thanksgiving type foods. Not even turkey, to tell you the truth, but at least I had some turkey. But the rest of the stuff, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the yams, the sweet potatoes, the gravy, etc., etc., none of that stuff has been my thing. Several times in my family, we've actually had a Thanksgiving breakfast instead of a Thanksgiving dinner because I had to work on Thanksgiving and I wasn't going to be home for Thanksgiving dinner. And that was way by far my preferred thing. We just had eggs and bacon and sausage and hash browns, which truthfully I really like those. But I'm not going to eat them. That kind of stuff I found far superior for a big feast than I do the stuff that we have at Thanksgiving. And I still find that superior, Now that I'm on Carnivore, I would have loved to just had a Thanksgiving meal of bacon, eggs, and sausage. That would have been great. Instead, I had it for breakfast that day. So, it was the same. Anyways, my total weight loss has finally jumped up back over 70 pounds. I'm all the way up to 74.1 pounds lost now, which puts me at 24.949 for repeating percent of the weight that I was when I started. I used to weigh 297. Now I weigh 222.9. So I'm 0.9 short of being exactly 75 pounds. That's cool. I have to say, that's pretty cool. And I'm so close to being into the teens now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm almost into the teens. Who would have ever thought that that was possible? I'll tell you, the me from the last 20 years did not think it was possible. I haven't been in the teens in forever. It's been since the 90s. So that is going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I was out of the teens already by the time I got married. So it's been a long time since I rock and rolled. Okay, so what's going on this upcoming week? Well, I'm going to stick with the alternate day fasting. I'm going to dance with the one that brung me. Because it works. It works really well. It works for me. I think that one meal a day fasting is fine if it works for you. And I think it would work for me as a way to maintain. And to tell you the truth, it's a natural thing for me. I pretty much wouldn't eat more than once a day if left to my own devices eating carnivore. So I think once I get to where I'm going, I'll probably do that. But while I'm still trying to get there, I'm going to stick with the alternate day fasting. Yeah, I complain all the time in every one of my videos that I'm cold, and I am. I wasn't cold on Friday when I was home, so that was nice. If only they wouldn't freeze my office out so much. When I was a big fat fatty, I used to laugh at all the women who would be like, "Hey, it's so cold in here." And I was just like, "You just need more fat, and then you'll be happy." Of course, being fatter doesn't make you happy, turns out. But it does make you warmer when you're in a freezing cold office. That's okay. I'll be fine. On days that I eat, I'm fine. And once I get where I'm going, I'll be able to eat every day anyway, so I'll be fine. But for now, I'm just gonna suffer. I'm just gonna deal with it. Sometimes that's part of growing or shrinking, as the case may be. So I'm gonna stick with the alternate day fasting because I I think I need it. And we're going to see if we can get down into the teens this week. My goal this week, 2 pounds down from the last goal, is 222. Now, hopefully that'll be relatively easy to get to. That's only 0.9 pounds, although I've lost less than 0.9 pounds for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks in a row before today. So maybe I won't make it. Who knows? That's why I'm going to leave it at 222, not take it all the way down to 220, because that's asking kind of a lot to lose that much in a week. I think I don't have a bunch more water to dump like I did this week. So we're going to just stick with 222. So that'll be my goal, alternate day fasting, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Big Anklevich on health.